All right, well, good afternoon, everyone. Today is Thursday, April 28th. So we're getting started today. I haven't dashed in like 2 days, and I have a specific reason why. We're going to go over that here in just a little bit. Right now, we're trying to get some money made. It's like 11:47 right now, so kind of right before the lunch kind of rush, even though it started probably a little bit earlier. But what's kind of stopped me in my tracks from dashing is insurance, and that's something we need to talk about. I'm not an expert on insurance, but I have learned quite a few things in the last couple days about insurance companies and what they cover, and then also what our apps are covering, whether it's DoorDash or Uber. So we're going to kind of go over that in more detail. I want to get settled, get a couple orders in, and then we'll talk about that further. This one right here is $6.25 for 3.6. I'm going to go ahead and take this one, put it up on the screen. Get it started with this. Is Chipotle, which is around the corner. So we'll get started with that. We're going to pick it up, and we'll be back here in just a few minutes once we get some orders under our belt and talk about this insurance situation. All right, so I just picked up this Tunis Fresh, which is a little small restaurant. They serve like hamburgers and french fries, stuff like that, wings. I just picked this up. It's $5 for 1 mile, which, I can do $5 for a mile. So we're going to pick that up, get it delivered. We're going to discuss this insurance situation here. I think I finally got the insurance squared away. Now, the insurance, as delivery app drivers, we provide the companies that we work for, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, we provide them documentation that we have insurance as part of our agreement with doing service with them. However, there is a very small sliver of policy that has to be covered that isn't covered by the insurance company on your standard insurance or the actual company. So I'm going to explain this to you. Some of you may already know. To me, it was like kind of a big deal. And I'm going to explain this in further detail. I'm going to go pick this up, and then we'll be back to explain this on our way to the delivery. All right, so I'm sitting here waiting on some orders. Keeping an eye out on this stuff, see what's going on. But I do want to jump back into the insurance thing, and I really, honestly, don't want to even talk about this because I've been dealing with this for 2 days now. Yesterday was complete loss. Like, I didn't work at all. I might be a little oversensitive on the insurance part, or maybe some people just don't care, but my car is pretty darn new, and it's my only asset that I have, even though it's not really mine. I'm financing it and paying a loan, but this is our business for those that are doing it full time, at least, and this is what I'm doing full time, at least for the moment. I may not do this full time forever, which I don't think that I can, or you should anyway, but as an interim position and something to do until I decide what it is exactly that I want to do, this is my job. And so I think maybe a little bit too much or more than maybe somebody else might think about something like that when it comes to insurance. So anal, I think, is what they call it. Anal, being anal about, what I'm doing. So, and that's fine. If you guys think that, that's fine too. But anyway, so I don't want to keep on this insurance thing because I've been dealing with it for like 2 days. I really just want to get to work and get some orders done and make some money. That's really where I'm at. But here's the thing. Our providers that we deliver food for ask us to provide vehicle insurance to them. So, and I'm going to put some stuff up on the screen here, and you can look it up as well, so you maybe get a better understanding rather than me trying to explain it. But there's gaps in coverage for us as delivery drivers. So let me just kind of briefly explain. So while I'm sitting here right now, I am covered. We're not going to do that. $350 for 7 miles. I mean, come on. It's that time of day, though. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Anyway, that's too small. All right, so as I'm sitting here right now, I am technically covered. I've got it all squared away, but I have a feeling that a vast majority of dashers or drivers out there aren't understanding what's covered and what's not covered. So let me explain. As I'm sitting here right now, if I hadn't made any changes to my insurance, I wouldn't be covered. So I'm sitting here, I'm under a tree. I'm actually in it's kind of a parking lot. If somebody runs into me and does $1,000 worth of damage, I'm covered now because I fixed the problem that I'm talking about. But if you didn't take the time to check with your insurance company on having rideshare coverage, which covers this gap between the time you're sitting waiting for an order or driving in your car waiting for an order, then you need to really look at it, because you're not covered. The insurance company doesn't cover you, and the DoorDash or Uber Eats doesn't cover you. So when do they cover you? So they do cover you once you've picked up an order, or a person, if you're doing like driving people. Or if you're on your way to pick it up after you've accepted the order. But there's this gap in time where we're all sitting around waiting at some point, not getting an order. It would be ideal if we just had order after order, but that doesn't happen. My investigation is I had Geico. Geico, up until just recently, I don't know, I mean, when I say recent, I'm talking within the last 60 days, no longer offers this rideshare coverage. There's actually reputable web pages that indicate that Geico does cover rideshare coverage, and they no longer do it. So I don't know what happened with that. They decided that they didn't want to take on the liability, I guess, but they do not cover it anymore. And that's been confirmed, at least on my end. They may change that policy. I hope that they do, because they're the least expensive insurance provider that I know that's out there. At least from what I was paying. I was with them for 25 years. Now I'm paying double the amount I was paying before. So it's kind of a sticker shock to me, and pretty upsetting, honestly. But I couldn't get it through Geico. And Geico, I called in about it, and then I try and be honest about stuff. And again, whether you want to be honest or not with your insurance company, it's certainly up to you. I know that if I had some sort of insurance claim or something like that, and they found out that I didn't give them the truth, that would really be, technically, I mean, that's fraudulent, and as far as I know, it's a crime, which you could go to jail for. And I'm not really wanting to go to jail for insurance fraud. So, to me, it's just a big deal. That's just the way I think. Whether you want to take that chance or not with your insurance company is certainly up to you. Just to summarize, I did get an order. I put it up on the screen. It's 3 miles for $6.75 to McDonald's, or from McDonald's. So we're going to go pick that up. Just to summarize my rant, I'm not sure. What I was saying is I'm not sure how you feel about your insurance company and your coverage. For me, it was a non-starter. I wasn't going to get in my car and drive my car with the risk of having it damaged and having to come out of pocket for whatever amount the damage may be. Or potentially totaling my car, where I'm just kind of moving from place, like area to area, and someone plowing into me and then having no coverage. Again, coverage is only applicable on the app from the provider when you're actively on a
US 1 North, then turn left onto US 1 North.
When you're actively on a delivery. So that means you've accepted the delivery.
Turn left onto US
Okay.
1 North.
No. You're on a delivery or you're headed to the delivery. And it really depends on the app. Also, so just again, I don't know where you're at with that. I mean, if you decide you want to not tell the truth to the insurance company, that's on you. That, as far as I know, is called insurance fraud and is a crime. And I'm pretty sure that it's a felony, so which could result in jail time. So I mean, it's a pretty big deal. It's not something I'm willing to take a chance for.
All right, so I wanted to put this graphic up on the screen. So this is from a provider's website. It's the one that I actually went with. I'm not promoting any particular company, so just so you know that I did blur out the name of the company. So just so you understand, the transportation network provider, otherwise known as a TNC. So that's like your DoorDash, your Uber Eats, Grubhub, Instacart, all of the different apps that we use. So that's the transportation network provider. So I know you can read it, but I'm just going to read it. So your transportation network provider coverage versus rideshare endorsement. So the TNC is generally mandated by state law to provide insurance coverage for their drivers. However, you may not be as protected as you think with your rideshare company's insurance policy. TNC may not cover you while you're waiting for a rider, and what they don't say is a delivery or an order, and your personal auto policy may not either, unless you add a separate rideshare endorsement. So this really got under my skin. So I did want to just kind of wrap this up with this graphic. Like I said, whether you choose to reveal or not that you're doing delivery apps, that's certainly up to you. I'm not saying I'm totally right or totally wrong. I just called, I asked, I was told by my insurance company I had to delete my app and provide proof that I deleted or they're going to cancel me. So it's like, well, that doesn't make sense. I mean, I've been with the company for 25 years and, you're telling me either stop trying to make a living or delete my app. So, I mean, I was really blown away by that. So, but anyway, so this is what I found. Like I said, I got it all taken care of, and I'm covered as far as I'm concerned. Whatever your comments are, please put them below. I mean, again, it's certainly up to you and what you choose to do. I felt like it's something I needed to do, so I went ahead and took care of it. Please, again, like and subscribe. I appreciate that. And working on some new videos, so we'll be back at a later time. Please, again, like and subscribe. Thanks.